Hello everyone, Thomas here, channel's resident filmer and editor. Tania is feeling a bit unwell today, so she wasn't able to appear, but we wanted to maintain our consistency, so here I am for the video. Very probably once in a one-time thing, but here we go. So, this weekend we have Easter. I'm a person. It's a Christian holiday celebrating the birth and the death and rebirth of Jesus Christ. Yes, it's a very big thing. Some of you may not be Christian, but well, if you're not, free holiday. Nothing to complain about there, right? I'm going to talk today about my experiences with Easter and also the Christianity that it associates itself with. I was raised as a Christian. I went to church. I used to go to church on Easter as well as Christmas. I'll be honest, I don't have amazing memories. I remember it being a thoroughly unfun time, but to each their own. Yeah. Now, I want to make this clear. If you are a Christian, there's nothing wrong with that. I applaud you for your faith, and it's your decision. You can believe whatever you want. That was something very important that I realized during my time in high school. During my high school years, I went to a Catholic school where you studied religion, whether you liked it or not. And to be honest, I was pretty good at it, actually. It was my best class, and I barely had to put any effort into it. But there was something I always found pretty funny about my Catholic school, especially in hindsight, which is, including myself, I don't think I could name a single person I knew there who gained faith as a result of the Catholic school's teachings and practices. However, I knew plenty of people who actually wound up essentially losing whatever faith they had because, well, to be frank, they were bored out of their mind by what they tried to teach us about Christianity, which is something, well, I find, if nothing else, a bit hilariously ironic. Now, with that in mind, this is my personal belief. I am what I call a theist, not an atheist. It's the opposite of that. It's But simply, I don't believe. I believe there is a God in some way, shape, or form, a being or an entity out there, but I don't assume anything about that God. I don't assume I have a clue what it is, what it thinks, and as a result, what it wants. Which, as a result, leads me to the conclusion that I should live life the best way, whatever I think is best. That's my personal take on it, but to each their own. And even though I'm not a practicing Christian anymore, I wouldn't say I regret my time learning about it. And also, I do find the Bible to be an interesting source of quotes. I even have a favorite Bible verse, if you're interested. Matthew 18:15-17. Now, I can't remember the exact quote because the Bible has that very weird way of writing. But essentially it says that if someone sins against you, tell them they've sinned against you and let them know that they've done wrong so they can correct it. If they continue to sin against you once more, then bring someone with you, a witness, and tell them together they have sinned against you. If they sin against you once more, go tell, well, the Bible says the church, but I assume in this day and age it means any figure of authority, to tell them they've sinned against you. And if they sin against you once more after that, treat them like a pagan or a tax collector. Now, the reason I remember and will actually quote this in real life is because I found it to be a rather practical use of advice from the Bible. Because essentially what I interpret that to mean is, and if your interpretation is different, let us know in the comments. I'd be thrilled to hear it. But what I interpret that to mean is, if someone is a jerk to you, tell them they're a jerk, and try and give them a chance to not be like that again. But like we said in the last video, you can let them, but there's a point where you have to just sort of let them go, where it becomes unacceptable, and it's not like you've got to cut them out because you don't need that negativity in your life. And there are plenty of other quotes in the Bible that I thoroughly enjoy as well. There are some, like one of the biggest quotes in the Bible that everyone talks about is "Love one another as I have loved you." I always first like I always found myself unclear on how that would actually work because well, there are plenty of people in this world I don't love and don't really want to. But for the practicing Christians out there who can do that, honestly, you have my sincere admiration because, well, frankly, I find that really impressive. Anyway, enjoy your Easter. You can say, hang out with the people you love. Enjoy the holiday if you're not religious. Have a drink. Have a good time. Be blessed and be grateful, as Tanya would say. Bye.